This is T Spilling TV. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Today we are talking about Vlad TV. Vlad is responding to Boosie about what Boosie had put out as far as Boosie starting his own podcast. And he basically saying that he hoped Boosie the best. And I really did like Vlad and Boosie Vlad on Boosie Vlad and Boosie together. I really, really liked them together. I really did. I ain't gonna lie. I really did because I used to watch them. Um, when Boosie come on Blast, I used to watch it, and it used to be, I used to like it, like for real, for real. But we're gonna get into this, you guys. Him just responding, and he's not saying nothing bad about Boosie. He's not talking, crazy on him or nothing like that, because they really have a bond with each other. They are friends. They are good, good friends. They've been knowing each other for a long, long time, and they have that bond like that, and they know not to like disrespect one another. You know what I'm saying? Because they have that almost like a brother bond type kind of. But we're gonna get into it.
There's still memes that are floating around. People love me and Boosie. And yeah, he's done other interviews, but I think if you ask any Boosie fan who their favorite interviewer is with Boosie, I think almost all of them will say Vlad.
100%.
And that's not me.
That is true. That is true. They did a real good podcast together. I ain't gonna even lie. But I do believe that even though he was saying that he was giving Boosie more money than he was getting. So he was getting 10,000, Boosie was getting 25,000. He was giving Boosie 25,000, he was only getting 10,000 out of the deal, of doing that podcast. And he said, he hoped the best for Boosie, and if he want to, go ahead and do his podcast, he can, he supported, and he hope everybody else support him as well. Hope everybody else support Boosie as well. But he also was talking about the business side and stuff like that, the things that come with that, and the people that you got to pay to do this, do that, and third. I'm quite sure Boosie been already up on that, and it's good that Boosie doing this himself as well. It's always good to be able to do your own thing as well. It's always good. Instead of just going on somebody else's platform and things of that nature, boosting their stuff, do your own too. Do your own thing. Because Boosie can do it just like he can do it. If Black can do it, Boosie can do it. If Boosie can do it, Black can do it. If Black can do it, anybody else can do it. If Boosie can do it, anybody else can do it if they want to do something like this. You know? Um, Shout out to both of them, Vlad and Boosie. Great people. Great people as far as Vlad doing his podcast, and Boosie being a rapper. Now he's trying to get into the this type of style of things. Um yeah, I just want to see how everything is going to to be, and how everything going to be, and how it plays out. And the other person was there's Vern Blad. I forgot his name, but the person that Vern, I mean, well, interviewing Vlad on Vlad TV on his thing, on his platform. Uh, he was saying that he hope Boosie know that this something he got to do every day, things in the next to keep everything going, and for it to get bigger and bigger and bigger, for people can, know to come to the platform to see that and things of that nature. And I'm quite sure Boosie is already up on everything. That's why he said 7 months. It's been 7 months. He ain't saying 7 months for nothing. He ain't saying 7 months for nothing. He already been working on it. It's already been in the plans. I'm trying to tell y'all, Boosie is smart, and Boosie is about his money. He is about his money, okay? Even though Vlad said he was giving him the most out of the money. He was giving Boosie 25,000, and he was only getting 10,000. So I don't know how true that is, but that's what Vlad saying. I don't think he would lie about that. And him and Boosie so close like that. I don't think he would lie like that. But maybe Boosie just maybe want more, and then not just that, Boosie might just want to just have his own platform going where he can, things of that nature. He might want to, do some interview some people, and and because rapping can easily, like, go away anytime. Like I'm saying, as far as, as a person getting older and stuff like that, and people don't not really want to be hearing. I mean, people not want to, like, the way that I'm just gonna say the rap business going, okay? I'm just gonna say how the rap business is going right now. A lot of people doing different things now. A lot of people, I'm talking about even basketball players and everything. They all of them doing podcasts, okay? Everybody doing podcasts right now. Everybody. If it ain't podcast, it's gaming, okay? So everybody getting to the money, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But let's get back into this.
In my ego or whatever else, I think most people like how me and him do our interviews together because I push back. I bring up stuff that he wasn't expecting. I don't let him just kind of go in a direction that I disagree with. And there is some back and forth. There is some push and pull. And I think what we do, and we have a good rapport with each other. I know what to ask him. We have a long history and so forth. Can he rebuild that with someone else? Possibly, but it's going to be some work. And I think it's cool that he's doing his own interviews. There's no bitterness, anger, or whatever else. We just couldn't come up to a business deal that made sense for everybody. And, yeah, I mean, I felt a little bit type of way about it, but I was going to keep it to myself. But then now it was on every blog. Like literally every blog
Right.
had picked that up. And people started coming up with their own conclusions and so forth because what he put out was very limited. He just said he didn't want to give me an extra $5,000. And from the surface, that sounds like me being cheap or petty or whatever else. And it really wasn't just about that $5,000. It was about the bigger picture. And it was really $10,000. And it was a 40% increase, a 40% increase, which when you look at business, if you want a 40% increase, you have to justify that 40% increase, right? There has to be 40% more revenue. It has to be something. And there wasn't anything there. So I had to say, hey, man, I'm passing. And I was going to leave it at that. But then that live came out. And, and he did a video afterwards. He's like, hey, people trying to pit us against each other. Vlad is my guy. I can call him up. We can laugh about it. And that's 100% true. I am Boosie's guy. He can call me up. We can laugh about it. I mean, I love the guy. I think what he's accomplished is incredible. Incredible. He has an incredible home. We've done features on his house before. I've met his kids. I met his baby. I got bit by his dog at one point. We go back. I hope to see Boosie back on Vlad TV in the future as well. We don't have any sort of beef. If you notice, I haven't said one negative thing about this man. Not one. Boosie's dope, man. I love Boosie. And we've had so many moments, the hypnotized with hatred, the come on dog. Like, there's still memes that are floating around. People love me and Boosie. And yeah, he's done other interviews, but I think if you ask any Boosie fan who their favorite interviewer is with Boosie, I think almost all of them will say Vlad.
100%.
And that's not me in my ego or whatever else. I think most people like how me and him do our interviews together because I push back. I bring up stuff that he wasn't expecting. I don't let him just kind of go in a direction that I disagree with. And there is some.
Oh, that's it on that right there. That is everything. Blad just letting it and just putting that in the air. There is no beef between him and Boosie. And Boosie saying it's no beef between him and Blad. You know, Boosie just want to go and do his own thing, in which that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Just like Blad said, it's totally fine. He don't have no type of hatred towards Boosie in no type of way. If Boosie want to come back on there, he's more welcome to. You know. He did not say nothing bad about Boosie, nothing bad about him, nothing. You can't find too many people that you cool with like this, and you did business with like this, and not say nothing ill towards you or nothing crazy towards you. That's dope. That shows you right there what type of brother Vlad is towards Boosie and what type of what type of dude Boosie is towards Vlad. As far as a brotherhood, and respecting one another as a man. Respecting one another as a man. That's what I'm talking about. 'Cause it's hard to find that, you guys. It's hard to find um people that have a disagreement about whether it's money or whether it's whatever. It could be something somebody talking about. It could be a disagreement. And then somebody go on their stuff and be talking about you all. I'm talking about your personal business, everything. And then you be like, what? Really? But they didn't do that. They didn't do none of that. They didn't do none of that. So I thank those guys. I thank them for being real men's and talking about it, studying, calling each other out names and talking about each other business and things of that nature and putting each other down and stuff like that. I really thank these guys for that. That's how it's supposed to be done. That's how it's supposed to be done. But Vlad, he did not want it to be on the internet like this. He wanted to be like, how they does it, and that's it. He didn't want it to be on the internet, nothing about the money and situation and things of that nature. But it is what it is. But Vlad said, he was giving Boosie more money out of it than he was getting. He was giving him 25. He was only getting 10,000, and Boosie was getting 25,000. So I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all let your girl T know in the comments, okay? How y'all think about this? How y'all feel about this? Okay. Make sure y'all like this. Like it up, y'all. Like the video, y'all. Like the video. I do so many lives. Sometimes I be saying live. I be doing so many lives on gaming though. But um make sure y'all like this video, you guys. Make sure y'all hype it up, y'all. Hype it up. Y'all gonna see the little hype thing right there. Hype it up, y'all. Click on it. Click on it. Hype it up. Hype your girl up. And I'll see y'all on the next video, you guys.